Hello and welcome back to this bonus behind the scenes look of my first class train trip around the UK. It's the start of week 2, it's a bank holiday Monday, and so the plan is to get just a couple of seat only services with Southern and South Western before tomorrow going and doing Grand Central. Right now I'm at home, so I need to just get myself to London, and I had this whole elaborate intro planned out where I was going to say goodbye to my pets and my wife, and then I completely forgot to turn the microphone on, and so there's no audio. So here's me speaking to camera. I have absolutely no idea what I'm saying here. I think I'm probably just telling you what I've already told you, but yeah. And here's my little puppy dog. Oh my god, look how small he was. He was only about 4 months old at this point. I think this is me telling him to get off the sofa because he wasn't allowed on the sofa. He is allowed on the sofa now. That changed when I got back from this trip. I think my wife just got bored of telling him to get off. Yeah. Talking to my wife, here she is, here's Fran. She did get a bit annoyed at me filming her when she wasn't expecting to be, but yeah, whatevs. And here's my little puppy having a drink. Anyway, that's enough of this weird preamble. I'm going to get myself over to the station, where thankfully the microphone's working again, so here's past me. Okay, first class is at both the front and the back, so I'm just going to go to the back, because look, there's no one here. Okay, one person here. Table's wonky. So that's level, and that's 5 degrees off. I'm gonna change seats. Okay, on our way to London now. I've already been served a nice cup of tea. And I've also got this vegan snack box. So inside here we have a apple and maple flapjack, some classic hummus, a knife presumably to spread the hummus onto these oat cakes. And we also have a Tex-Mex cheese crunchy corn nibbles. Finally made it to London. I say finally, it wasn't much of a journey. Trains are pretty fast actually from Cardiff, so it doesn't take all that long to get here. So, I need to head over to Victoria now. Take the Circle line all the way. So I'm going to do Southern first. I'm going to do basically a return journey to Portsmouth Harbour. The reason being, I can get Southern from Victoria, and then I can come home / come back to London using Southwest into Waterloo, and they both go from Portsmouth Harbour, so this makes things a lot easier.
Train platform 3 is the 13:15 Great Western Railway service to Cardiff Central. To Oxford, this train is called Four Coaches. There are no catering facilities available on the train. Platform 4 for the 13:23
now there. Never gave a notice that before. He built this place. The line, the whole line, pretty much. I mean, he didn't build it himself single-handedly. He had quite a bit of help from workers and builders. You know what I mean? He was like the mastermind behind it.
Wyatt, stand here. Wyatt.
You're not doing ever cross this bridge. Such an old station, isn't it?
The gap between the train and the platform.
Alright, I made it to Victoria. I've got about half hour till my train leaves.
I probably won't do.
But I need to change my top. So I decided to just wear a different top. And the journey here just so this place as clean as possible. Because I need to get it to my seat-only top. That's why it's changed. Didn't explain that really well.
Littlehampton via home. Calling
So I'm going to pop to the news, change that, and then do the intro for 7. Alright, sorted out, pink top on. Little tip. Those toilets over that side towards the higher numbered platforms. Massive queue, like out the door. This one's next to platform 1. There was like, no one in there. There was like 10 stalls, and of which half of them were like empty, so that's good. Right. I've only got about 20 minutes left. That's plenty of time though. Next, we're trying 7. They run a lot of trains out of here, London Victoria, as well as several other terminuses. Now it's time for everyone's favourite game. Will my ticket open the ticket barrier? And of course the answer is no. Alright, you ready? And wouldn't you know it, as soon as I pass through the ticket barrier, the battery in my GoPro dies, so I just quickly switch to the iPhone until I can change the battery on board. This must be the strangest first class seat that there exists. No one else is here. Everyone else is sensible and doesn't pay for first class. And welcome to Portsmouth Harbour, where it's a bit blowy. I have never been to the city before. It's pretty, actually. Look at the size of that ship thing. I have no idea what that is. I'm not here to see that. I'm here to see trains. Anyway, is it going to scan? Yes or no? Why do I feel like this advert is mocking me? So this ticket's not scanning.
Oh, those ones don't. Yeah, I'll open that.
Cool, thank you. Interesting. She was saying, oh yeah, those ones don't scan on the machines. I kind of discovered that myself. Like, the only place it's worked is Norwich. Only place. And I was wondering if that was an error. Oh well, anyway. We have a really long train here by the looks of things. And it looks like first class at both ends of each carriage. It's 2 4-cars put together. So I might just go to the very end. That's my little trick to try and actually get a seat, is if you're getting on at a terminus station like this, go to the very far end and you're more likely to actually get a seat then. Seems alright. It feels like effort has been put into it.
This train is now approaching its final stop.
Well, that is first class on Southwestern. Not bad actually. It's probably the best seat-only service that I've tried so far. But I've got 2 more to go, and they're both airport services. So you know they're going to be expensive. So let's head back to the... I'll just leave it there, so you know they're going to be expensive. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, I am heading to my hotel. Got a cold, unfortunately. And then the last one, man, I didn't need to know this, but my nose was streaming. Oh, and I'm feeling a bit flustered, so I'm kind of hoping that I can just get a good night's sleep tonight. And then do, what was it, tomorrow, Grand Central. I don't leave until almost 1 o'clock, so that's good. But I might be hopefully do another train in the morning. I'll see if I can delay that for another time though, just in case. But yeah, I don't know what it is, but I'm getting flustered. So when I got off the Southwest train at Waterloo, I realised my water bottle wasn't in the side of my bag where I normally keep it. And so I was like, oh, I must have left it on the train. So I go back to the train and I look where I was sat and it wasn't there. Couldn't see it anywhere. So I was like, oh okay, maybe the cleaner's come on and has taken it away. You know, that's what they do, it's fine. So I go and talk to someone who then points me to go and talk to someone else, and they said, oh, no one's cleaned the train yet. And I was like, oh, that's a bit weird, but okay. So I went back to where I was sat, still couldn't see it. And I was like, oh, maybe I left it somewhere else. Like, I don't know, maybe I left it on the Southern train or something. So I've just walked back to go to Waterloo East to get the train over to London Bridge to get this train, Thameslink train. And then I was getting off the train at London Bridge and I could hear sloshing. And I was like, what the hell? Turned out I put the water bottle in my handbag and not in the side of my backpack where I normally keep it. What is wrong with me? I definitely need some sleep. Ugh. But I'm going off to do the premiere in Hub.
We will shortly be arriving at London Blackfriars.
Okay, so
Here for
yeah, I'm going off to do the premiere in Hub. So it's not going to be a very big room, although I do have a bigger room, as they call it. But there's no kettle in those rooms, so I'm going to have to go downstairs to get tea, which is frustrating. But anyway, this is going to get busy now, so I'm going to put you away. I'll see you at the hotel. Welcome to Hub by Premier Inn. Well, good morning. It's Tuesday morning of week 2 and I feel terrible. I've got a stinking cold and I just don't feel like doing any filming today, which is ironic because I'm filming right now. Well, filming for the regular series anyway. What I was supposed to do today was get Grand Central trains on their longest train from King's Cross to Sunderland, which leaves at just before 1 o'clock. And then from there I needed to get down from Sunderland to Beverley, which is just outside of Hull, in order to do Hull trains tomorrow morning for their longest train that leaves about 7:30-ish in the morning. But I just don't feel up to doing any sort of regular filming today. So basically I've spent the last hour and a half, 2 hours coming up with alternative solutions, and I've come up with a couple of options. I will either stay in London tonight, probably just extend this hotel room, and then do Grand Central and Hull trains tomorrow. Downside is they won't be their longest trains, which is what I want to do. They will be the longest route, or at least Grand Central will be, which is a bit of a downside. So the other option therefore is that I do travel up to Beverley today. Just don't film it, just go there. I can get there for about 3, which is just after check-in at my hotel, which means I can just settle in the hotel and sweat out this cold that I've got. Downside to that is that then I'd have to do the Grand Central train the same day, so the morning Hull train gets into King's Cross about 11-ish, and that means I can get the 12:56, so it gives me 2 hours to get the Grand Central train. But then I have to go all the way back down to London, because the following day I'm doing LNER up to Inverness. So essentially means that if I take that option, I've got to go from Hull to London to Sunderland to London in a day. I must be crazy to even consider that one. The other downside to staying in London is that hotels here are expensive. I managed to get this room actually pretty cheaply. I think it was only about 80 or 90 quid or something, which is not bad for a hotel in London, even a hub. However, if I was to extend this hotel room for another night, it would be £187, which is money I'd rather not spend, which is why I'm kind of favouring going to Beverley today. It's only 3 hours. I don't need to film it. I can travel up with LNER with a nice seat and a proper meal. That's a pretty good upside. Okay, so update. I decided to go with the crazy option. So yeah, I'm going to go to Hull tonight, no, Beverley tonight, and just sleep in that bed. I should arrive about 3:30, 4 o'clock, something like that. So I'm going to get this LNER train all the way up. Well, it's not all the way up, is it? It's to Doncaster, and I've changed there. I just feel like that's the best option. I mean, weirdly, now that I'm here, I do kind of feel a bit more up to doing what I'm supposed to do, but I know that in order to get to Hull tonight, Beverley tonight, I'm not going to get there till 8:15 if I'm lucky, 9:15 if I'm not. Just that thought of a long day today doesn't suit me, so I think doing a longer day tomorrow is better than doing a long day today. Let's get on board. Quite understandably, I didn't really film much or speak much on this journey. You can see I look pretty terrible. But it was on this journey where I had LNER's amazing Homity pie. It was really nice. I would definitely recommend that next time you're travelling LNER. But just a couple of hours after leaving, we pulled into Doncaster. Coming into Doncaster now. It's actually quite a nice little experience. Has some food. Looking forward to doing these properly on Thursday, hopefully. Assuming I'm still well enough. I feel really bad. I also feel really bad for the people sitting next to me. Well, not, I wasn't next to anyone, I was in a solo seat, but... Okay, so I've got about a 45-minute change to get my train to Beverley. So I'm going to go find a first class lounge and just sit there. Why not? I'm allowed. It's fine. I don't know the way out though. I've never been to the station or this town. Passed through several times, but I don't know where I'm going though. There's the first class lounge. That's cool. Whoops. Almost lost my footing. Oh well. Made it to the first class lounge in Doncaster. I think I'm literally the only person in here. Let's see what we've got here. So we've got a tea and coffee making machine. We've got some bottles of water down here, and then you've got a selection of crisps, biscuits, some corn, and that's what your tea and sugar and whatnot. Just your basic stuff. It's not bad. Oh, there's some tables here with plug sockets. So there you go. And there is also a departures board with a guy doing sign language as well. I've never seen that before. That's pretty cool. I don't think you're supposed to do that, but I'm taking some crisps and some biscuits with me. Don't care. No one's here to monitor it. There was a buzzer you have to press to get in. And I think you're supposed to show your ticket to someone on the end of the phone. But this woman walked down and let me in, so... There's not like a reception or anyone that you just have to show your ticket to. I suppose I don't get many first class customers coming through here, maybe that's why. And there's also a loo, which is disabled accessible. Whatever the correct term for that is. Accessible. I think they just like the word accessible, don't they? Scarborough via Hull, 14:24. On platform 8, and I'm on 3, so I need to head over. But anyway, you don't need to hear me wittering on about stuff. That's where I stopped filming for the day, so I'll see you tomorrow.